On my way back to Ohio from the Meadows, kind of an odd day. I got my suit clean, nice helmet, got everything ready to go, and got to the track and realized that the track crew, who's done a great job all week, defied science today. It was well below zero, and yet somehow we were in the mud. True story. So, and it was quite muddy for the first few. We had a couple in, I had some other drives, just trying to think of what went on this morning. Nothing really, just prepping our horses tomorrow to train the babies. I want to go with Gymboree tomorrow myself, and I wanted to go with Grand Slam Dio also, plus 7 sets of babies. I know you guys want to see them, but as I said, wanted to have them a little polished up a little more. We're probably going to back them up again tomorrow to 250 or thereabouts, where they've been much lower, but without having that consistent training, we just wanted just an easy day for them to get their legs under them and get going. So I get over here today, it was muddy, warm up Trevino, and he warmed up just how he raced. Pretty rough, pretty out of gear. The vet did go over him after and said the only thing he thinks is maybe be aggressive with the EPM treatments for him. And with our shoeing, we just put fresh big winter corks on him and he raced in the mud. Did that play a role? I don't know. I have no idea. Here's my take on Trevino on green. I can give you the glass half full and the glass half empty take on Trevino on green. Glass half full, here's a horse that wants to do his work. Was trotting on the end of it as much as he could. Did trot a mile in 2, 1, and 4 with the track off 2 seconds, and it was off 2 seconds. So he wants to do better. He needs to do better, but he wants to do better. And the shoeing that we have on him, it is constrictive, but for a reason. We're trying to help him polish up his gait, and then we're gonna make some subtle changes, and hopefully at the end of the day, we're left with a trotter that can trot 57, 58 and has normal footwear on. That would be best case, I think. And when I say 57, I think that's being fair. I'm not going to say, we want him to trot in 54. Let's just aim for a nice solid number of 58 for right now and see if we can get him there. Now, the good news is that International Man's Class went in 59 and the track was not muddy in that race. So there are options, but he has to be able to race consistently. It's been problematic to get him in. Tim is worried that the maiden went on Wednesday. He doesn't know if they're going to write it back. He doesn't know if Forrest is going to get in. So that, racing him on Northfield, not super helpful for him, but at the same time, not quite good enough to go to Mohawk right now. The Meadows would be optimal for him moving forward. As I said, I'm not going to get too wound up about the bumpiness and the roughness. Stay Close it was probably one of the roughest trotters you'll drive. When he was good, he was a 52 trotter, and when he wasn't, he was a 56 trotter. But I'm sure there was times in his life where he was neither. So I guess I shouldn't say that. He was a good 2-year-old. He is a watered-down, slower version of Stay Close, but it's going to take time to get him anywhere else. That's the glass half full version. I'm optimistic. He wants to do his work. His work ethic is there. He did get a check. He did finish 5th. He did look like he was in the hunt. Glass half full. Glass half empty. He's a terrible animal. I don't know which it'll be, but you're always going to find me sticking up for horses that want to get their work done. Right? That's how I am. I find it extremely difficult to protect and stick up for horses that don't want to work, and the opposite is the same in the barn. For the horses that do want to work hard and do want to put the effort in, I'm going to do everything I can to ensure they get better and better and better, and that's where we're at with Trevino on green. Another one, a couple of quite the twins that we had in today. International Man, also not the most fluid gated trotter on planet Earth. He should have won. He should have won the race, and he's just okay, right? He's doing his work, and the track was harder, so it helped out. The last turn was a little deeper, but it was just as deep for the horse on the front end, and he really had no excuses not to get the job done. He just didn't. But he's going to continue to put in efforts and race well. He leaves well. He gets himself spotted, and he's one of the better horses in that class. And when he gets out of that class, he can do in the non-winners of 4 but 7 at Northfield Park. I'm not that worried about him for the time being. He's doing his work. Glass half empty. Should get the job done. So it wasn't a horrible day. We picked out a 2nd and a 5th with a horse that should have been 1st and a big question mark going in with Trevino on green. Although he didn't resoundingly answer that question. How are you? He did put in an honest effort. So that's all we can ask for him right now. Tonight we have a couple of horses tonight. One of the more fluid-gated trotters we have in Texong Soprano is racing tonight, and Chevron's Bypass is going to take another crack at them tonight also at Mohawk at, looks like 9 o'clock at night. So we've had 2 down, 2 more to go. Tomorrow we have an extremely busy day in the morning at Northfield Park. As far as the Meadows goes, I told Aaron I wasn't just going over here. I wasn't going to forego training all the babies to come over for race 1 with Vehement. So Aaron, who drove his last 2, is going to drive him again tomorrow. Is he going to be a little short? Possibly, yes. His biggest problem tomorrow is going to be everybody's biggest problem tomorrow. What's the track going to be like at 38 degrees Fahrenheit? Today it was -5 and it was a swamp. It's going to be pretty yucky tomorrow. And are they going to be able to even race? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow afternoon together. We will be able to train at Northfield Park, and we'll be busy doing that, quite a bit of that, all morning long. So we have Vehement tomorrow, race 1 at the Meadows. He'll race before we're done at the barn for sure. Neptune tomorrow night's going to attempt again his first North American start. Last week the races were canceled, and then Sunday a very, very interesting day for us. Save America, Greatest Ending, and Time Is On My Side. 3 horses that have been racing good. I know Greatest Ending hasn't lived up to what we want him to be, but he is racing well right now, and I'm eager to see how he does tomorrow. Save America had that sickness and a little ulcer in his throat last week. We gave him the week off, racing back tomorrow. Sunday, he should be sharp, and Time Is On My Side. Really eager to see what we do with Time Is On My Side. The only issue with Sunday with Time Is On My Side, as I said to Tim today, we're not coming back in 5 days to race him in the Open at the Meadows. They've had their chance to fill the Open. I can't bend our schedule. I was going to miss 19 days race and then miss another 14. Not doing that. So Time Is On My Side. We'll race at Northfield. I suspect, I hope, maybe, depending on how he races. I don't want to make Northfield his home right now. I want to keep him off a half as much as I can. I suspect Miami Valley will be the start after that, and then we might be able to get him back into that Meadows, full Meadows rotation with Tim and Sophie in the Meadows. So really eager about that. And then Monday, no slouches either. We got JK Victory dropping down in class. What's his odds? JK Victory 5-2. They go for 15-5. He really dropped down. JK Victory racing tomorrow, racing Monday, and then we got Mounds for All. His race was canceled last week. Get a week off. James is back in town. Drebin and Mounds for All have James on Monday. Very eager to see them both. I'll be very frank with everybody. If Mounds for All does not look like he can do in that class on Monday, that'll be his last start in Canada. There is a multitude of classes he can race at, mainly Miami Valley would be a great place for him. So we'll see how everything plays out. It's shaping up really well. The cold is broken. We've had a great week. I expect and hope that we can keep it going. My main concern for the rest of the week, aside from Sunday's races, is the babies tomorrow. And I'm going to shift gears from driver to trainer tomorrow. We're going to go with all the babies. I'm going to be making some notes, bringing you videos. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. I don't think you'll get an update from me tonight, but I am going to be watching Texong Soprano and Chevron's Bypass very closely. Good luck to all my partners, Megan, Scotty, and Dominic, and everybody that has anything to do with the horses racing this evening. Take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe tonight. Likely tomorrow.